Hello and welcome back, or should I say bonjour, because I have a multimeter today and it is from France and it is the Chauvin Arnoux, the Max 3000, and it's from the series 1000, 2000 and 3000, so this is the highest model and I think it's from the early 1990s. Well, the company has been around for a while, even before 1900, and around the 30s, 40s, they built a multimeter like this, but you probably know the brand better if you know the classics a little bit, the Monarch series. Look at that, it's very distinct for this French brand. And here it is, the Max 3000. It's a true RMS multimeter, so it's quite modern, but it is also from the 1990s. And this was the second series already that they have this sort of protective rubber. They were able to make that. And this came in the 1000 series that didn't have the buttons in the middle here. And the 2000 series only had milliamps. And the 3000 also have the big amps up to 10 amps. And this is already at least the second series of this rubbery that they put around the multimeter, because I think there was one before and that was the Man X 500, but that was in the time that Matrix also joined the company and they started to make more and more digital multimeters, and the Man X 500 was only digital readout. Well, this one also has the sort of analog. They wanted to go back a little bit more, that you have the fast sampling bar. So what do we have? We have the temperature sensor, K sensor, we have the ohms, voltage, amps and milliamps, and the milliamps are measured just on the voltage connector, while only the big amps you measure on the separate connection on the top. It has auto shutdown, I think. And can I see? Yeah. Okay. And you see there is a big bar in the top. Fast sampling, volts, amps. And it even has second functions in the ohms. We also have continuity. The beep is quite loud. It's nice. And you see the bar is quite fast. Diode mode with another beep, and it even tells you the voltage. And now we are back in ohms, and I think if we do manual ranging, we have here 30 max, 300 ohms, 3 kilo ohms, 30k, 300k, 3 meg and 30 meg, which is quite cool. The lighting is a little bit difficult with gray on gray, but I don't know where my black dash cover is. But as I said, this kind of rubbery, or it's kind of dirty. I think it's been used in a car garage. So yes, it will get some oil and things. And well, it's nice that they could build this protective casings in that time. This is really one of the first, well actually the second model that has that. Only it is stuck on the front, and only the back I think you can take out to replace the battery. So we will be able to clean this for sure. Let's say, oh, it is really from the Netherlands import. And there are different type of fuses, slow blows. Yeah, different size again. And this is 300 volts, 10 amps. Here is 1 amp, 300 volts. Normal 9 volt battery. And if we can take it out of its housing, we can maybe properly clean it. That is interesting. Before I completely break it while I'm trying to clean, Let's see if it is still any good. I have the LBO2 right here. I also will power up my Advantage to do some more precise testing. And well, the probes that came with it are sadly not the original, but I'm not complaining because it says fluke. So let's set that up. So we need to have the red one here and the black one here for the milliamps and the voltage and the ohms. So let's just switch it on. This one also, and the scale goes to 300, so I guess that would be 3000 counts. So let's see. 300 millivolts. Yes, it says 3000. Let me see if I can get the screen a little bit better. So I also added my Echelon or Keysight, whatever the name is nowadays. So we can see that it is even better than expected. Let's go to 1 volt. Yes, it switches over. 1 volt. Yes, 995996. Look at this, 99993. Not bad after so many years. It does go a little bit up and down, but have a look at the bar, how fast it jumps. If I let my button go, it switches. Oh, not fast enough. But that one is already there. Okay, we should also be able to do resistance. Let's get to the ohms. That is the same setting here. Does it work well with emulated ohms? No, not really. Also, it is blinking, so it doesn't see. But that could be sometimes the problem with this fake resistance, because it's kind of generated. Yeah, the older multimeters sometimes cannot work with this emulated resistance with these little boxes. So let's just try with the DMM Check Plus. I have here 100 ohms. No, the ohm setting is just not good. So maybe it does work. Can I clean this a little bit maybe? I found the problem. The problem is in the switch. Look. Now it's... But if I move a little bit, 25 ohms. This is good. Okay, we need to have a look at the switch anyway. Okay, now we can see if it also understands the ohms. Yes, it's 0 ohms. Can it do now 20 ohms? Yes, it does work with the emulated ohms. Perfect. Yeah. So there was a problem in the switch. Now we can see also here 100 ohms. Yeah, no problem. 1K should be spot on. Look at that. There it is. It is. 10K. Yep. 100K. No problems. But clearly we need to look at the switch. 5, 2 millivolts. Look at this. 6. So it is good. But the automatic detection with AC just doesn't make sense. 50 millivolts, 50 millivolts, no problems. Now I like to see how fast is the bar and how fast are the digits. If it is a proper multimeter, it probably is. The sampling of the bar should be faster. It doesn't look like it's super fast. In the APPA I had last week, that was like 10 times a second, but I think this is maybe 2 or 3 times a second, and this one is about a second. So I go down. I don't go below 3 volts because then it will switch over. And I need to stay below 30 volts to make it fair, but I will jump immediately to 15, and then we need to keep an eye on the bar and the digits. And that was about the same speed, I think. Oh no, the bar was faster, but the bar is not much faster than twice, I think. Most of the functions seem to work, and the ohms is a little bit bad because of the switch, but I wanted to open it anyway because it is very dirty and there is a lot of black grease, old grease from a garage, I think a car garage, and I like to clean that if possible. And of course, if I submerge it in water, the electronics don't like that too much, so I want to open it, but we need to do anyway because the switch is dirty. So let's see how that goes. So let's try to open that. Well, we did already before. This is kind of rubbery. That goes. I think there was sort of a stand that you just lock in there, and it is kind of fixed with a little wire, and like a coin you put it in the back and then it can stand. But that little wire with the stand right here got lost in French and English. So let's see. And there is an arrow here at the screw, so we probably need to do that. There is a test point also here, but yeah, I don't have a service manual, and I also don't see a pot. So what's the use of the test point? Or maybe you can calibrate with special buttons, but that seems not in this time yet. But I always just try which one fits best. And yeah, it seems that it is now going out. Oop. Ah, fuses. How does it go? I need to be careful. Why is this stuck, or how is this stuck? Oh, it is stuck in the rubber. Yeah, there we go. It looks still very nice inside, to be honest. Here we have a pot, so maybe we can adjust here. The switch, so we can clean those contacts. That should not be a problem. Here we have the current shunt. Okay, well, it just needed more force. It is now open. I missed it on video because I was struggling, and then suddenly it just went loose. So, but there is a pot here also on the side that you can normally not reach. So, yeah, I hope we can calibrate it somehow, or we just don't touch it at all and we just clean it. But the switch needs to be cleaned then. I wonder if I can open this also a bit more. So I was able to wash this in the sink. It gets slight scratches on the screen, but we can just polish that out. But the rest looks amazing again, as it should be, like new. Everything is perfectly readable right now. Look at that. Super, super clean. And I just used this sort of kitchen polish paste, the white stuff. You have it in powder and you have it in paste, and I use the paste just with a little dishwasher brush and trying to avoid the screen, but of course I touched a little bit, and also it has been used, but we can just polish that out. But I'm happy with this result at least. Also, I noticed that the display was not that bright, and that could be the battery, but the battery sign was not low. But there is also here this zebra, and I think I will just clean that zebra and I can make a picture of the chips that are in. The problem with the switch is still there, and I tried already to put more space, but I think I need some sort of spring. A spring around here that pushes in the middle, so the contacts make better contact, because somehow there isn't much space. Or I can try to put here some cushion that puts pressure, and then with this it pushes better. I will do that because I don't have a spring, because that would be cool just in the middle, but I need on every contact. So we put it back together. It looks completely different. It looks immediately light grayish, almost bluish. Look at this. This is what it looked like when it was almost new. Connectors are really clean. Display super shiny. Switch it on. Look how the display has improved also. And let's see how we are with the ohms now. Connect the cable. first loose. Connect. Open line. 0 ohms. Look at that. That is what we want to see. Oh, no light. That's good. There is also a continuity test. Loud beep works. Let's see if the voltage is also improved or not. Look at that, 1 volt. I would say that is 1 volt. 3 volts. Oh, it's just below. Let me see if it switches back. Yeah, perfect. This is 4 milliamp, no problems. Let's see 1K with the DMM check plus. Yeah, this is 1K. 5 volts with the DMM check plus. So most of it is working. AC is still a little bit off, the AC voltage. Maybe I one time will calibrate that also. But it is also an older multimeter, whether through RMS maybe it was not that good still. But look at the meter. Wow. This goes back in my museum. So that was it, the Max 3000. Pretty cool. I think it was far ahead of his time with this soft rubber casing, digital with the bar. And pretty cool, almost 35 years old, looking like new. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. Au revoir.